Today we're going to defend the Americana from the bottom of the mount, and we're going to go right into the ashi-garami and an attack on our partner's leg. You don't see the traditional Americana, the keylock that you first learn the very beginning of your Jiu-Jitsu career, too often at higher levels because it's difficult to maintain that top position and the elbow placement. So we're going to take advantage of the weakness of that position to free ourselves from the lock. And then instead of just being happy back down on the bottom and going in the elbow escape, we can use it because our body will be a little bit misaligned with our partner to go right into the submissions. Okay, so first let's look at what happens when we're on the bottom of the mount. Classic Americana or the keylock, our arms are inside, partner sits up. They go to take two hands on our wrist, they drive our wrist to the floor here. They create this 90-degree angle. They have their elbow by our head. They pass the second arm underneath. They misalign their hips a little bit. They bring that elbow down towards our hip, and then they elevate here, and they get a very strong submission. So there's nothing wrong with this, and actually, like, the mechanics of it work really well, but only when the person is not resisting, doesn't know very much, right? So the first thing, if you are getting caught in this, the first thing that you need to know is the most salient detail here is, go ahead and lock it up, is the position of my elbow on the bottom here relative to his elbow. If my elbow is outside the line of his elbow, then he has the leverage to be able to elevate and finish here, and I'm in trouble. So my job on the bottom here, sit your head up a little bit, my job on the bottom is to get my elbow inside the line of his elbow. Okay, if I do that, even if he's got a strong grip, when he goes to finish here, there's not enough leverage. He's not controlling the joint well enough to be able to finish. So he takes his grip from here. Instead of keeping our back flat on the floor, first thing we're going to do is you'll notice that one leg is going to straighten and we're going to turn our hips slightly. This second hand here, it's going to make a V grip and it's going to frame right against his far armpit, like where his rotator cuff is. We're going to plant the other foot, we're going to give a bridge. That bridge is going to take his weight out over the arm he's attacking. It's going to bring my shoulder up off the mat here, and it's going to allow me to slip and bring my elbow inside the line here so that I take it closer to his hips and out away from his arms. Okay? So one more time. So he drives the arm down. This is the first part, is our defense. He locks, key detail, position my elbow. If I get my elbow to the inside, I'm good to go. So we straighten the leg, plant the leg, V-grip here, right against the armpit. We're going to give a strong bridge, and we're going to suck that elbow inside as we bridge. We drive our hips up, we extend, and we slip. Now, with our hips up here, actually, we've done a nice job of creating space underneath our partner. So we're going to suck that elbow in, and we're immediately going to take our hands, and we're going to start to push. So we take our V-grip, and we simply reassert it here against our partner's armpit. The arm that just escaped, that's going to go inside, and we're going to find a purchase on our partner's shoulder. Now we can bump. So we drop our hips, then we're going to bridge a second time here, and we're going to start to escape our legs. We bring our knees to our chest, and we're going to kick. So we kick a couple of times here to bring our bottom knee through this space that we developed with our initial bridge. The outside foot heel joins at our knee, and we have ashi-garami. This leg is left behind. You can go either towards your partner the way they're facing or away. For today, we're simply going to rotate our knees here, getting our partner's knee to the ground. There's the heel exposure. We're going to dig, lock our hands, and from here, you can finish. If your partner doesn't roll, if they do roll, go ahead. You'll end up in outside ashi. Follow them through here, relock on the outside, and you have your finish. So from this angle, partner's here. They set up their keylock, drive you down. So even as he's going, we're framing. We're straightening the bottom leg. Let's say he got it all the way through and was able to lock the figure 4. We're going to give a bridge to suck the elbow in first here. Then from here, this hand goes right to the bicep or the shoulder. We're going to drop our hips and we're going to move our hips out again, kipping and kicking the legs. Bottom leg comes through. Heel and knee connect. Knees lock. Look how we're controlling above his knee. There's the leg that we need, so we take our knee, tip it, expose the heel, bring it up towards the sky, gather it up, lock. If he doesn't move, we can lock here and finish. If he continues to roll through, we follow and we land in the outside position, ready to finish with the outside heel hook. So this is a nice 2-for-1. Again, after a certain level, you don't see the key lock, the Americana lock, perform too often from the mount because it's inherently unstable and tends to be easily escaped. You do see it in the setup for the gift wrap, which we cover in a different video. Okay, we'll link to it below. But if you see that you have the opportunity, you can bridge, create space. Not only can you free your arm, you can go ahead into ashi-garami and a potential finish. So it's a nice way of counteracting the Americana. Hopefully this was helpful for you. You enjoyed it. Let us know if you did.